I just put her on spotlight. Okay, so let's see where this goes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story that Mod Jaira and me created. Actually, I only created and told the story to her long back during the lockdown. I had it noted in some place and I forgot about the story. Like, I forgot what the story was about. And then I was trying to remember it while she came and said, don't worry, we'll make it up. And then she made the story off for me. Okay, so that's what we are going to listen to today. Okay, so so that's what we're going to listen to, and I am looking forward to the story. Okay, so let's all do lights, camera, action, and then I will start the story. This is an I think I'm feeling very, very sleepy. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping through the story. I don't know. I do this with my daughter. I tell half the story and I will blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I don't know. I'll try and finish the story today. Okay, it's been a really tiring day for me today. Okay, lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. The story goes like this. Okay, once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time, there was a king. This king was in need of really strong people because he had this large well into which he throws people who do mistakes. So all of those kings in those days, they have these wells where people who do mistakes are thrown, right? So they are thrown inside these wells, and that is how it works. So what happens is people are like some people are really strong enough to throw, but they don't have the mental stability because they can't just kill other people, right? And some other people are very good with like very strong. No, so very good with mind and everything, but they don't have the strength enough to go and throw these criminals into these wells. Okay, so King wanted to choose somebody, and he went ahead and said, like he sent this dandora everywhere, and everybody went and said, "Du-du-dum, du-du-dum, du-du-dum, the king is recruiting, the king is recruiting," and everybody went there and applied for the recruitment. Okay, so two of these friends, they are actually friends because they were weightlifters and they used to meet at competitions, and both of them were like equally strong enough. Most of the time they both get the first prize or they miss out by like a little bit or something, okay, because they both are equally strong. So the king first went with all mental tests on saying, are you really strong enough to go and throw these people away? Are you like, do you really believe in people doing good things? And all of those things, those kinds he tested, and finally a lot of people, and then he tested for being the strongest and all that. A lot of people got rejected on all of these tests, but these two people were in the finale. King wanted only one person who will stand there and say, whenever the king orders, saying, put him inside the well, he's supposed to go and throw him inside the well. Right? He wanted only one person who was really strong. So both of them are equally strong, equally intelligent, equally everything done equally. Okay. So now the king asked the minister, what was their weightlifting capacity? The minister said 132 kilos with two hands in whatever form, like when it is a real dumbbell that they will lift, or the one that goes for competition is different, but in whatever form, as a stone or as a as a tree or whatever, they were able to lift 132 kg. Okay, so this is what the minister told the king, and said king bent down to the minister and said, this is the test I want to give them. You know what the test was? They were supposed to lift 132 kgs, except they were supposed to it lift 132 kgs of gold coins. Because 132 gold coins cannot be taken with your hands, and it was not in a sack or anything, just spilled around. Okay, so now they didn't know what exactly to do. So this first person came, he tried lifting as much gold coins as possible in his hands, all over his body. He had as many as possible. He asked them to, like asked people to put it there so he can carry it and all that. It all fell down. And the other person came and tried the same, it all fell down again. Now they both have not passed but failed. Again, the king thought for a while and said, okay, then you can decide on your own containers, okay, on how to carry this. So the first person went very fast, and he made a very nice box, very sturdy, strong box. And like he went off. Okay. While this second person said, 1 minute, king, please pardon me. And he took his shirt off, put the shirt down, put all the gold coins into it, tied everything together, and he lifted it up. The first person who went to make his own box, no, he went there and he came back with a really big box and he said, king, I wanted time to create this box. He said, okay, no problem, go ahead and lift it up. So he put all the coins inside, but he could not lift it up. Why was that? Because his maximum capacity of lifting anything is what? 132 kgs. The box alone was around 20-30 kgs extra. And the king found that the first one was intelligent enough to not add more extra weight so he can lift it up. And that is why he did it with the shirt he was wearing. But the other one, he wanted to be smart. He did everything perfectly, except the box was an extra weight over him. And that is why he lost the job. Okay. That is the story for the day. Most of these stories that I do along with my daughter, I don't know what the moral of the story are, but I think just keep thinking, be brilliant. And I think like being strong is like being strong here is more than being strong here, right? So keep your brain sharper always. Okay, awesome. I'm going to tell the same story one more time. This time you can lie down. Do not look at the phone. Close your eyes and listen to the story. It's almost the same story, right? So you can just lie down and listen to the story while I'm going to put this animation here, and over the animation I'm going to tell you the story, right? So yeah, so over this animation I'm going to tell you the story, and this is what you are going to listen to. Okay, good night, sleep, lie down and tell me the story and listen to the story. Okay, so listen to the story, and if you still don't sleep, don't worry, I'm going to play a lullaby to which will surely sleep. So right now, no more looking into the phone, no more looking on the laptop screen. Just close eyes and listen to the story. Okay. So once upon a time, there was a king. This king wanted a guard or a soldier or somebody who was really strong that putting the uh, oh sorry, okay. So that will help him in putting criminals into the well that he had. So that is a punishment that the king gives, where any criminal who makes any mistake is put into the well. Okay, so there were people, but they were not strong, and either not strong with their muscles or they are not strong with their mind. So the king said, okay, let me recruit somebody, and he sent out a recruitment message to everybody saying, the king is recruiting, and everybody applied. And there were two people who applied who knew each other. They both were weightlifters. So and they both, like king had a lot of rounds of tests and a lot of the mind related test and strength related test and all of those things. And king found that all the people got rejected except these two weightlifters. So both of them were in the final round, and king was supposed to choose only one from them. When the king came up with an idea, he asked the minister, what is the maximum capacity of these people lifting their weights? And the minister said, king, that is 132 kgs. So king said something to the minister, and the minister said, oh, he came back with something. Okay, you know what he came back with? He came back with 132 kgs of gold coins. And the king said, okay, so you have to lift all of this without using any containers. The first one tried lifting it all over. He could not do it. The second one also tried. He also could not do it. So the king told them saying, now you can make your own containers, and you can, if you see if you can win this. Okay. So now what did he do? What did they do? They went over. Okay, now what did they do? The first one went to make a box which is sturdy and all that he can lift. The second one quickly removed his shirt, put all the coins on it, and he lifted it up. Okay, so everybody was thinking, yeah, he lifted it up, but the other person is also going to lift it up because he's coming back with a really strong box. And the second person came and said, king, I can prove it to you. I can do this. and he put everything inside the box and he lifted it up. He could not lift it up because he can carry only 132 kgs, and the box was extra 20 or 30 kgs, and he could not carry 143 kgs at a time, and so he lost his job. Interesting story, right? It's more of being mind strong than body strong. We need both of them to be strong, but focus on getting your mind stronger and sharper also. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm going to play this music. You listen to this music and you go to sleep. Okay, good night, sweet dreams. Wake up early in the morning, do your morning rituals, and be good people. Okay, here's the music.